Welcome to Conversations with My Real Friends. I'm Jennifer. I'm here with my friend Ed. Ed is an estate planning attorney at Oak Crest Law. So today we're going to be talking about the big bad P word.
Yes.
Probate.
Probate. What we all try to avoid.
Correct. So let's talk about what is a probate and why do we want to avoid it?
So probate basically is the state's answer to doing your work.
Oh.
It's a supervised process where they will determine who will inherit your assets.
Got it.
And because it's a state supervised process, it is filled with details and specific instructions. So,
Right.
for example, there is a fee for probate, and it's darn expensive.
It is.
It's approximately 5 to 10% of the fair market value
Of your estate.
of your estate, not
Right.
including liens and
Yeah.
mortgages, for example.
Right.
The other thing is it takes a long time. Statistically, 70% of people end up using the probate process.
Wow, that's
So
pretty crazy.
you take a very busy county like Los Angeles County, you figure out 70% of people who pass away in that county go through that process.
Right.
It's not it's not an efficient process, essentially.
Correct.
And then
Correct.
finally, it is all public. So you go into very famous people,
Right.
like Michael Jackson, who end up going through probate.
Right.
Prince end up in probate, and because it's public, things that you thought were private are now made
Out.
public out.
Right. Well, and you also don't get to decide who gets what when you're in probate.
Absolutely. So the issue is you haven't left instructions, and so you are burdening the state with
Right.
making decisions. I use a case of James Dean,
Oh, yeah.
where when he passed away, he was young, he was only 24 years old, he was not married, his mother had predeceased him, and he had no children.
Right.
So naturally the state thought we should give it to his dad, which in a lot of cases is the correct decision.
Right.
But if you know the story of James Dean, his father abandoned the family when he was young. So that would be a situation where the state decided, and it could be assumed that it was the wrong decision, because James
Right.
Dean probably would have not decided to give everything to his father who left him.
Right. But with what we call intestate succession laws, that it's statutory who gets
Correct.
your stuff. You have no voice in
You have
that
no
at
voice.
all.
So we always encourage people to make the decision, because guess what? You made this asset, you acquired this asset, you
Right.
invested this asset, so who better to make these types of decisions than you?
Right. I know we don't like to think about or talk about our mortality, but the reality is it's coming for us all.
Yes.
Right.
It's for sure.
Yeah. This
Just
is
like taxes.
right. There's only a few things we know are definitely going to happen,
Yeah.
and this is one of them.
That's right.
So if someone is interested in planning and trying to figure out what to do with their assets, how can they reach you?
We're Oak Crest Law Group. You can catch us online at oakcrestlaw.com or 818-597-8800.
So thank you for joining me, Ed.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Conversations with My Real Friends. We appreciate you watching.